Anthony Ockunzzi from the Bay Voyage Inn, and he has some butternut squash and something else, right?
It's a butternut squash and apple bisque that we're going to be making today.
Okay, and this is one of those great meals for, you know, it feels like August out there this morning, but
sure.
As we get into the colder season, that comfort food, right?
Absolutely. This is definitely a fall dish, and it's one of our showcase soups that we have at the Bay Voyage for the season right now.
All right, talk about what goes into making this
you need a
fabulous
few things,
dish.
actually, but you want to actually start with a fantastic butternut squash, some nice Granny Smith apples, some brown sugar, some very high-quality butter, some French fleur-de-sel, a little white pepper. I've got some tangerine honey, some star anise, nutmeg, some cinnamon sticks, some cardamom, and a little bit of orange juice at the end. And I'll show you how to put all that together and make a really tasty soup.
It sounds so healthy. I mean, other than the keg of butter over here.
Yeah, well,
it's, you know, everything else, it just seems like such a healthy it looks healthy.
Not bad. It's very colorful. It's perfect for this time of year.
All right. Looking forward to putting it together and, of course, trying it. You can find the recipe for today's dish online, as always, at foxprovidence.com. Much more from the kitchen in a bit, but for now, back over to you, Elizabeth.
Apple bisque, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a butternut squash, brandied apple bisque, and we're going to use this thing to mix it up. What the heck is this?
It's the big blender. You're going to put it right in this pot right here. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it.
What's in there?
This is our butternut squash. I softened a little onion first and some butter. Then I added the squash. I added the chopped up apples. And we're just kind of letting that stew with a little bit of a flavorful liquid I made with some honey, a little hot water, and a little bit of chicken stock.
Now, can you handle this thing on your own?
Absolutely.
Really? Look
Absolutely.
at this thing.
It's massive.
It is.
But you just plug it right in. There's a little trigger like a gun, and you just give it a little shot in there, and bam, that'll be pureed in no time.
Bingo, bango, next thing you know, you got butternut squash soup.
Nice.
Very cool. Well, we're going to come back in just a second. I kind of want to see how this thing works, and also
you're going to love it.
We've got the Cadillac of blenders over here, the Vitamixer,
right.
so I'm kind of excited to see how this
works.
We'll come back in just a second and make up this soup. For now, though, you can get the recipe and ingredients online at foxprovidence.com. Back over to you. Welcome back to the Road Show. This morning in the kitchen, Patrick has power tools, and he's not afraid to use them.
Go ahead.
Look at that.
Make my day. What is this thing, Anthony?
That's an immersion blender, and you can just put it right into any liquid in a pot, freestanding in the kitchen.
Why does it have to be 5 feet long?
Just don't point it at anybody.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's very dangerous.
Every
so
gun is a loaded gun.
It looks like a leaf blower.
It does look like a leaf blower. Now, what's going into the... You explained a little bit earlier what was in here.
This is just the butternut squash, a little bit of onion, some softened butter, and the apples. And I'm just finishing off with putting some heavy cream in there. It's got to be heavy cream. There's no way around it.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to use this, and you can puree this right away.
You know what? You better puree this.
All right, I'll
I just hit myself in the head, so that's a bad start. You do it.
All right, well, they actually make regular home-size models. This is a
like not
extreme,
ginormous, not one from the land of giants. I've seen them.
In the restaurant, this is perfect, and it's huge because we use bigger pots. You know what I mean?
All right.
When you're making like several gallons of something.
It's all done to scale.
Right.
Okay.
So you want to puree that up. You want to drizzle some heavy cream in here for me?
Sure.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Whew.
Go ahead. You might get splashed a little bit.
All right. How much?
All right, that's great right there. Because we're looking for color now. You want that nice orangey color to come out. So I'm going to stop that now.
Okay.
And we're going to go to our little Rolls Royce of blenders over here.
Yes, I'm very excited about the
Vitamixer.
Sure, I'm going to detach that.
Wow, look at that.
Put that right in there.
Oh, it's
take out the ammunition.
Huh? All right, so now we have this, which is a Vitamixer, and it's a super awesome, fast blender that purees things very, very quickly.
Professional quality.
Professional quality.
I'm hoping for
So I'm just going to put a few ounces in what we need, and we're going to make this really smooth and pop it in our foaming gun. And if you look at it, you remember those little cartridges from school, and I'm going to show you how we use that to actually make it foamy.
Now, why do we want to make it foamy?
Well, it's different. It's like that wow factor. Like, wow, you got a foamy soup.
Okay.
We're looking for foam.
Wow, that is such a culinary distinction.
Everybody together.
Wow, you got foamy soup.
All right, so that's pretty pureed right there.
Right?
This one's fast.
That's like the Rolls Royce
of blenders.
Right.
So what we would do is you just pour this right into your foaming gun.
Now, if you don't have a foaming gun,
you're screwed. You're not going to be able to make it. You got to get one.
Isn't that like a whipped cream canister?
Sure. It's just like that. So you go to one of those big fancy coffee houses.
Okay.
But what you do is you take this little metal thing.
Once again, loading the ammunition here.
Right.
Yeah, put that in
Twist it. Don't twist it all the way. because it'll leave some room.
Do you ever feel like you could leave the culinary world and become a munitions specialist?
No, I thought I would be a perfect like general in an army.
Oh, okay, all right, because there are a lot of sous chef and whatnot,
Sure.
waiters and waitresses.
I like heavy arms.
Okay.
And then over here, earlier, I just poached some butternut squash planks in honey water.
Okay. Now say that in English. And
It's a piece of butternut squash, poached it in a little honey water,
Okay.
made it taste good with some honey.
And there's some star anise and a cinnamon.
Cinnamon stick, and we're just going to use this as a little garnish for
heavenly.
the soup here.
Oh,
So I'm just going to cut a few pieces. And
so it kind of infuses it with a sweetness.
that's right.
How do you do that when you make it all line up on the knife like that?
I don't know.
Did you go to school for this?
No.
Did you really not?
No, I did actually.
Okay, good.
I had a great teacher, though. That's the thing. That's the
really
main
cool.
thing. You gotta have a great.
I feel like I'm watching Top Chef.
Okay, so there's our little soup right there.
Okay.
Now we have our gun.
Because it's got to be foamy. That's
Gotta
cool.
be foamy.
Okay.
You can hear it.
Look
Yeah.
at that. Yeah.
Yep, loading up.
Give it a good shake.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
So you go to the table at the Bay Voyage. Come in there. Have a
You
holiday
do this?
Party.
You just
yeah,
you
go
come
right,
out
I
like
go
that?
out to the table.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
Do you
we
really?
go like this. Whoa.
Woo!
Oh, we do that at the table.
Whoa! Oh man, not
Hey,
quite
that
like
is-
that.
but that is
But
pretty
that's really
cool.
foamy. Let me clean that up for you real quick.
Well, I tell you
That's
what.
all right. We don't care. We'll
Doesn't
just
matter
eat
how
it.
it looks because it's going to taste
Yeah.
pretty good. I can tell already. Bay Voyage Restaurant is the place to go for foamy soup. Just cover yourself in a tarp, and Chef Anthony will come right over, give you some foamy
Whoa.
soup. Is it good? All right, hold on. Hold on, here it comes.
Yeah, put some pomegranate.
Oh, look, that looks heavenly. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh, that is really good.
Try
And
the-
I do like the foaminess.
Try the pomegranate.
All right, let me try the
What's
pomegranate.
Pomegranate. soup. That's,
Yeah, that.
You know.
Awesome.
Delicious.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you so much
That
for
was
coming
fun.
to
That
this
was
one.
funny. A
That was
little,
great.
little dangerous near.
Yeah, yeah. This was
We
a-
made
We
it
like,
through.
we like a little bit of
I
danger.
hope you have insurance. That's good.
We do a full